Good morning, everyone. So this morning we're going to discuss or we're going to study about the ideal entrepreneur. So this is the TLE-ICT MELC or Most Essential Learning Competencies, Quarter 1, Week 1. Okay, so first, what is the content standards of this lesson? So it is to demonstrate knowledge and skills that will lead to one becoming an ideal entrepreneur. For the performance standards, sell products based on needs and demands. For the MELC or the most essential learning competencies, produces simple products, buys and sells products based on needs, sells products based on needs and demands in school and community. So first, let's have our um, pre-test. So identify the products or services needed by the people in our current situation. Explain why do these products services are needed. So for example, mask and alcohol. All you have to do is to write the 6 products or services that is very essential this time. Okay, and you need to explain why do these products or services are needed on the spaces here. So you can put your explanation here. Okay, so why those products or why these products that you've selected are very essential this pandemic time. Okay, next. Match column A, the names of successful entrepreneurs, with column B on their known business ventures. So these people are the most successful entrepreneurs, not only in their respective country, but in the entire world. Okay? So all you have to do is to write the letter of the correct answer on the space provided before each number. And I did some research about these 5 people. Okay, so let me discuss the research I've made about these successful entrepreneurs. First, Mr. Henry C. Senior. Okay, so he is a Chinese Filipino business magnate, investor, and philanthropist. So once we heard the word Henry C, we all know that it is all about SM. Okay? He is involved in the industries of real estate, hospitality, banking, mining, education, and healthcare. He is responsible for the establishment of SM malls anchored by Shoe Mart department store and supermarket. He is the chairman of SM Prime Holdings Incorporated, the holding corporation for all his business interests in his vast business empire. In 2011, Forbes magazine listed him as the richest man in the Philippines. He is also dubbed as the father of Philippine retailing due to owning the largest group of malls in the country. So that is Mr. Henry C., one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the Philippines. Okay, so here is a most well-known quote from Mr. Henry C. As a kid, I had the will to strive for excellence and to overcome the hard environment, but I never imagined attaining big success. Whatever I have achieved did not happen overnight. Ever since my teen years, I have devoted many years of my life to non-stop studying, diligent work, and dreaming of a better future. So this is our source for this one. Okay? So as you can see, excellence or success do not happen overnight. Okay? So, or did not happen overnight. You need to strive harder. You need to work for it. Okay, so we are done with Mr. Henry C. Now let's move on to the other one who is also a successful entrepreneur. Socorro Ramos. Okay, so as you can see on your monitor, the National Bookstore, yes, she is the owner of the National Bookstore. So, Socorro Cancio Ramos, humbly known as Nanay Coring, was born on September 23, 1923, in Santa Cruz, Laguna. One of the most successful entrepreneurs in the Philippines for founding the largest bookstore chain in the country, the National Bookstore. While working for her brother-in-law, Coring or Nanay Coring met and fell in love with Jose Ramos. They got married and the couple founded National Bookstore in 1940. Unable to afford extra help, she worked not only as a manager but also as a cashier, purchaser, sales lady, janitor, and helper, all rolled into one. So, ganon kasipag si Nanay Kuring or si Nanay Socorro Ramos. So these days, National Bookstore already has 160 branches throughout the Philippines, along with some mini outlets, the National Bookstore, Book Express, and specialty bookstores, the Power Books. The Ramos family also operates three publishing imprints, a department store, a music store, plus several convenience and gift shops. So see children, if you work hard, you could really get whatever you have in your mind. So this is one of the most famous quote from Nanay Coring. Work hard, very hard. There is no express elevator to success. You have to climb the stairs. Napakaganda po ng kanyang iniwang quote. Same with Mr. Henry C. That success in life did not happen overnight. So same with Nanay Kuring that you need to work hard. Not only work hard, but very hard in order for you to attain whatever you have in your mind. Next, Tony Tan Caktiong, of course, the Jollibee, your favorite fast food. 'Di ba? So hindi makukumpleto ang araw or ang celebration ng isang Filipino family without Jollibee. Right? So known to be the man behind the country's famous bee, which is Jollibee. Tony Tan Caktiong is another rags to riches story. Wow. From owning a small ice cream franchise to heading some of the Philippines' most famous food chains. Born third of seven siblings, Tony Tan Caktiong was from a poor family in China who immigrated to the Philippines in hope that they may have a better life. At nangyari nga, di ba? So his family helped each other out by establishing a restaurant business in Davao, which enabled young Tony to study civil engineering in the University of Santo Tomas or UST. When he was 22 years old, Kak Chong decided to shell out 350,000 pesos in an ice cream parlor franchise. He opened Cubao Ice Cream House and Quiapo Ice Cream House. As their business becomes more and more successful, they started to hire more people to help them manage it. 2 years later, he decided to serve hamburgers, fried chicken, and spaghetti as people began to tell him that they don't want to eat ice cream all the time. It was then that they decided to rebrand and change their name to Jollibee, as it represents them as a company and the people that they cater to, hardworking and happy. Okay. As the years go by, the Jollibee group grew bigger. Kak Chong partnered up and established a couple other food chains including Chowking, Red Ribbon, Greenwich, and Deli France. Aside from bringing Jollibee, Chowking, and Red Ribbon to other countries, they've also established new food chains in China and Taiwan, which suit to the taste of the people there. As of 2016, Tony Tan Caktiong ranked 6th in Forbes Philippines 50 richest. He was also awarded the Entrepreneur of the Year and the Ernst and Young Entrepreneur of the Year in 2004. Okay, so here is the famous quote from Mr. Tony Tan Caktiong. If you dream big and put your dreams into action, you will indefinitely make mistakes. But don't be scared to make mistakes. Just be quick to recognize them and learn from them as fast as you can. So see, according to Mr. Tony Tan Caktiong, hindi dapat tayo matakot. We should not be afraid if we made some mistakes. But, be careful, okay? So, once you made a mistakes, learn from it and be quick to recognize them. Okay? It is very important for us to recognize the mistakes that we've made. Bakit po kailangan nating ma-recognize? For us to learn from it para matutunan natin, okay, dito ako nagkamali sa bagay na to. So, next time, I will do my best to not repeat this kind of mistakes that I've made before. Okay? So, that's a quote from the most successful entrepreneur, Mr. Tony Tan Caktiong. Okay, next, Michael Newton. Okay, so si Michael Newton, hindi po siya taga-Pilipinas. He is from British, or we will say British in other country, okay? So Michael Newton is a British entrepreneur and a race car driver. He revolutionized closed-circuit television CCTV and transformed England in the process. So because he is British, of course, he lives in England. And bakit po kasama si Michael Newton sa ating lesson? Because CCTV is not only plays an important role, or CCTV does not only plays an important role in England, but also the CCTV is also has also an important role here in our country, 'di ba? So yung CCTV na 'yan, lalo na sa mga bahay natin, napakang importante dahil nasa-survey niya or nagkakaroon ng surveillance, mapayapa tayong natutulog dahil meron tayong CCTV na alam natin na nakakabit sa bahay natin, na anytime na may gagawa ng hindi maganda sa bahay natin, naka-record doon sa CCTV. Okay? So, he started with a system that monitored how long a person sat at a restaurant table. Excuse me. Soon, he introduced a line of multi-channel CCTV system that able to view multiple locations viewable from a broad range of places at all once. So, that's Michael Newton. Okay, so siya ang nagpasimula po ng ating CCTV. Next, we have Henry Ford. Yung mga mahilig dyan sa mga sasakyan, sa mga kotse. So, here is Mr. Henry Ford. He is one of the most renowned entrepreneurs in history. He optimized transportation and forever changed the United States automobile industry. His innovative manufacturing process produced low-cost, reliable vehicles while simultaneously keeping his workers well-paid and loyal. So, napakagaling naman ni Mr. Henry Ford. So, kung tayo po pala ay magtatrabaho sa kanya, we are well-paid. Well-paid. Bayad tayo ng maayos. And he is very loyal. Okay? Before his success, however, so meron pa din pong ups and downs. So, hindi po agad-agad yung mga successful entrepreneurs ay agad-agad nag-success. So, there are some circumstances, there are some hardships that they've faced. Okay, so Ford encountered failure during initial production of his first automobile. His investors got cold feet over Ford's meticulousness. Okay, so medyo nagkaroon ng cold feet yung kanyang mga investors. Dahil nga masyado siyang metikuloso. And he was unable to find solid financial backing for the automobile in his first two ventures. Nonetheless, Ford used the lessons from these failures to instruct his future success as an investor, inventor, and a businessman. So as you can see, children, we always learn from our mistakes. Kaya wag tayong matakot na magkamali tayo as long as we learned from it. Wag naman yung paulit-ulit ka na nagkakamali tas wala ka pa rin natututunan. Okay? So halimbawa, sa unang summative test, bumagsak ka. Wag naman sa susunod na samat kasi hindi ka nag-review. Nanood ka lang ng Netflix, nag-ML ka lang. So, sana naman sa second summative test, hindi ka nabagsak. Pasado ka na because you've learned from your past mistake which was you failed, okay? So, dapat ganun po tayo. Gaya natin si Mr. Henry Ford. Kaya siya naging successful entrepreneurs. Okay, so this is the most famous quote from Mr. Henry Ford. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again. Tama naman talaga. So ito yung oportunidad para matuto tayong muli. This time, more intelligently. Yan ang gustong-gusto ko sa sinabi ni Mr. Henry Ford. This time, more intelligently. So, wag ka nang magpapaloko ulit or wag ka nang what do you call this? Kailangan may natutunan ka ng maayos doon sa pagkakamaling nagawa mo. Okay? So next, answer the following questions. I hope that you've learned something from those 5 most successful entrepreneurs, 3 from our country and the other 2 from the other countries. Have you been thought of having your own business? Nag-iisip ka ba na magkaroon ng sarili mong negosyo? Okay, if your answer is yes, of course, lahat tayo gusto natin ng negosyo, di ba? What would it be? Ano nga ba ang negosyong sa tingin mo ay bagay sa'yo? Explain why. And number 2, what would you do if you do not have any particular product in mind yet? Anong gagawin mo kung wala ka pang naiisip na produkto? Wala pa sa isip mo eh. So, but would like to develop one. Pero, gusto mo makadevelop ng isa. Okay, type your answer or write your answer on the notebook or on the pad paper that you have. So now, let's discuss the ideal entrepreneur. What is an ideal entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person who meets the needs of other people. Take note this, children, ha? A person who meets the needs of other people by fulfilling their demands for products and services. So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung kailangan ng ibang tao, yun dapat ang iniisip mo. Kailangan mong isipin na, ano kaya ang kailangan sa lugar namin? Kailangan ba nila ng GCash? Kailangan ba nila ng printing machine? Oh, so mag-iisip ka ng ganon. So, eto po yun, mag-iisip ka. And then, kapag nakaisip ka na ng paraan, so yan. And then, okay, action. Gawin. So, kapag may naisip ka, do something about it. Hindi yung naisip mo lang, hanggang doon na lang siya. So, kailangan gawin mo ng paraan. Okay. Some economists would also consider an entrepreneur as someone with the ability to innovate or improve. So when we say innovate, hindi ka lang naka-stuck sa isang ganito. Halimbawa, ang naisip mo lang ay magluto ng isang pagkain. Tapos ayaw mong mag-online kasi nga gusto mo na tong traditional gusto mo sa bahay ka lang nagkakarenderya. So dapat as an entrepreneur, you must learn how to innovate. So what will you do? Okay, pwede pala akong magtinda online. Pwede pala akong gumawa ng aking paninda na pwede ko siyang pagandahin tapos gagamit ako ng technology para yung aking mga mamimili hindi lamang sa aking lugar. Pwede rin bumili yung mga nasa malalayong lugar. So that is what we call innovate or innovation or improve. You improve your style. Hindi ka lang doon nakatingin sa mga kapitbahay mo. Because you start thinking to market it on the internet na alam mo na mas malaki ang posibilidad na mas marami ang bumili sa'yo ng produkto mo. So that is innovation. Or doon sa product mo, pwede rin yung pagkain mo ay ganito lang yung lasa. So manood ka ng mga YouTube videos para mas ma-improve pa yung pagluluto mo na pwede sa market maging pagka nakita ng marami, magugustuhan nila. So, that is innovation. Okay, say for example, this one. From 3315 or 3310 cellphone, Nokia cellphone, way back 1995, 2000, or way back before, to Android phone, an Android phone that we are having right now. So that is what we call innovation. So hindi lamang nag-isip ang mga technology or IT people na ito lang yung cellphone natin hanggang 2020, 2021, hanggang 3310 cellphone lang tayo. So hindi sila nag-isip ng ganon. So they innovate, they have this wide imagination na pagdating ng panahon dapat hindi lang ganito ang cellphone ko. So kaya nagkaroon ng Android phone. Okay, an entrepreneur plays an important role in society. Yes, this is very true because he or she contributes to economic development by helping build industries. Kasi nga, kapag ka-successful entrepreneur ka, syempre, malaki ng kinikita mo, so nagtatawag ka na ng investor from other country. At kapag ka lumago pa ng lumago ang business mo, so matutulungan mo ang ating country also. Okay? So, kaya tinatawag na they plays an important role in our society. So, like any other career or profession, one must possesses. So, kagaya ng ibang profession or career na dapat ay pinoposes ng isang tao, not just the necessary knowledge and skills. Hindi lamang dapat puro talino at skills. Dapat meron ka din ito. Correct attitude, values and characteristics. Ito yung lagi ko natatandaan sa aking college professor. Na sabi niya, kailangan meron ka nito K, S, A. But above all, you should have this letter A. Diba? So, ano po yung K? That is knowledge. Ano yung S? Skills. Ano yung letter A? Attitude. Sabi niya, kung meron kang knowledge, meron kang skills, pero kung wala kang attitude, hindi ka magtatagal sa iyong profession or sa iyong career. Ganon din po sa pagninegosyo. Kung wala kang knowledge, kung wala kang attitude, meron ka lang knowledge, meron kang skills, wala kang tamang attitude, wala kang tamang pakikisama sa mga mamimili sa'yo, then your business will surely fail. Ganun talaga po yun. That is the exact reality. That is the hurtful reality or that is the reality. That is the reality. Yan ang katotohanan po. Hindi lamang po tayo puro talino. Dapat meron din po tayong correct attitude, values, and characteristics. So, hindi lang po ako nagsasabi nito ha. Ito po ay galing sa MELC. Okay? So, producing simple products. It is easier to work on something that you are already passionate about. Exactly. Ba't ka nga ba magtatayo ng negosyo na hindi mo naman gusto? So, dapat, kaya nga ako nilalagay ko lagi na teaching is, ano ba nilagay ko sa Facebook? Let your passion be your profession. So, bakit ko nga ba ginawa yun? Ba't ko sinabi yun? Because I do love teaching. Mahal ko talaga ang pagtuturo. So, ito yung ginawa kong profession. Kasi, kung hindi ko mahal ang pagtuturo, malamang, ay hindi na ako tumagal sa ganitong profession. So, that is what ito yung gusto sabihin nito. This is all about what is all about passionate, okay? So, work on something that you are passionate about. You can produce something that you can offer or sell to your friends and schoolmates. Kung magaling kang mag-bake, sige, go ka doon. Kasi kung masaya ka habang nagbe-bake, ito yun ang gawin mo negosyo. Okay? School fairs are a good opportunity to sell. So, ito yung kapag meron tayong face-to-face, okay? So, among the products that are always in demand are food items. Start small before you think of producing bigger quantities. So, tama naman talaga. Kaya ang mga Koreano, isa noon sa napanood ko nun kay Jessica, if I'm not mistaken, bago siya nagtayo ng isang restaurant, nagtry muna siyang ibenta sa bangketa yung kanyang mga produkto. Tapos, ng mga 3 months na trial niya, na marami nang bumibili dun sa product niya, tsaka siya nagtayo ng isang restaurant. Okay? So, talagang tama po yan. Kasi, inano niya muna sa mga tao na magustuhan yung produkto niya. Tapos, nung nasanay na yung mga tao sa produkto niya, pwede na siyang magbenta, di ba? Kasi, patok, kumbaga, nagustuhan ng masa. So, next, you also have to practice your skills in food preparation and cooking. Dapat lang pag magtatayo ka ng restaurant, alam mo magluto. Kasi kung di ka marunong, ay itigil mo na. Diba? Okay. In addition, you also have to observe safety practices in handling, preparing, and serving food items. It is a must. Whatever you decide on, you have to remember to keep your costs down while maintaining the quality of your product. Siyempre naman, kasi kung sobrang laki ng puhunan mo, siyempre hindi mo naman 'to puwedeng ibenta ng bagsak presyo. Siyempre mahal din. Kaso nga lang 'pag masyadong mahal, siyempre magkano lang din ang kinikita ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino. So, magkakaroon ng pag-aalinlangan sa isip nila na wag nang bumili ng produkto mo kasi nga masyadong mahal kahit gusto nila. So, dapat daw po ay hindi naman gano'n kamahal or dapat mababa lang ang puhunan or yung cost na ginamit mo. Pero yung quality nandun pa din. Okay? So, make sure to canvas and find out where you can source your materials and supplies in the best price available. So, kapag magnenegosyo ka talaga, hindi lang isang store ang pupuntahan mo. Matuto kang mag-canvas, matuto kang magtanong. So, if you decide to produce and sell food items, purchase your ingredients in a store or market that sells fresh products. Siyempre, kasi kapag kabulok yung tininda mo, walang bibili sa'yo. Lastly, remember that the way a product is presented to the customer affects its sellability. So, dapat ang binibenta mo ay maganda sa paningin ng mga mamimili, hindi lamang maganda, bagkus ito ay may quality or may kalidad. Food items, in particular, must be attractively packaged. Yes, it should also be protected from microorganisms that cause spoilage. So, dapat yung mga food products nyo hindi pwedeng may mga pagbukas ay meron ng lamang lamok or meron ng mga insekto doon. So, dapat maging maingat tayo, lalo na pag food ang ating pinag-uusapan kasi baka masayang lang ang paninda mo kung hindi ito malinis. Okay? So, like other expense items, packaging must be of good quality and cost-effective. Lagi kang magka-canvas. Hanap ka ng murang bilihan ng mga kailangan mo sa packaging pero may quality. So, now let's answer the following questions. What I can do. So, observe the entrepreneurs within your community. So, magtanong ka sa mama mo, ano kaya yung mga, 'di ba sa mga nakapaligid sa inyo, marami nagtitinda. So, magtanong ka sa mama mo kung ano yung meron sa komunidad ninyo. So, what are the products or services that they sell? Ano-ano kaya mga produkto na binibenta ng mga kapitbahay mo na nagninegosyo or nagtitinda? In your notebook, create a chart like below. So, ganito ang gagawin mo sa notebook mo. So, I have here some examples for you. So, for example, sa community ko, merong Maxi Siomai. So, ano yung products na binibenta nila? Chicken siomai, beef siomai, shrimp siomai, at gulaman. Ice gulaman. Okay? So, ano yung services na binibigay nun? So, it is all about food and refreshments. Kasi nga, pagkain po yung siomai. At refreshments kasi may inuming gulaman. So, for example, wellness, spa, and massage, ano yung products na binibenta nila? Or gumagamit sila ng human nature massage oil. So, maaaring ang produkto nila ay talagang natural. And then, the creations, ito yung ginagamit nila na produkto. Creations, yung creations essential, mga ganon. Then, services, of course, Swedish massage, Thai massage, and Ventosa. So, ganito po ang gagawin nyo. Mag-iisip kayo ng tatlong store name or business na nakapalibot sa community ninyo, then ano yung product or binibenta nila, and then ano yung mga services na binibigay nila. Next, with the help of your parents or guardian, conduct an informal survey to your neighbor or relatives to determine the products with the highest sales in your community. Find out why these products have high demand from customers. Complete the table below. So, ito po example na ginawa ko. So, meron akong, say for example, meron akong kapitbahay ng pangalan ng kanyang store is Happy Store. Ano kaya ang kanyang produkto with highest sales? So, tinanong ko siya, ang sagot niya is diaper, kagaya ng Happy, EQ, and Pampers. So, tinanong ko din siya, bakit nga ba ito high demands or marami bumibili? Because, sabi niya, there are ample of newborn babies. So, mga ganon. Okay? So, ganon po yung, pwede niya din silang i-message na lang via PM. I-PM nyo na lang yung mga kapitbahay ninyo kasi nga, baka bawal tayong, di ba bawal tayong lumabas. Okay? Next, what I can achieve. Okay, so ito madali lang po ito. So, write T if the statement is true on how to become an ideal entrepreneur. So, lalagyan mo lang, you're just going to write T if ito ay totoo tungkol sa pagiging isang entrepreneur. And F, it is false. So, ganun lang po kadali. So, that's it, and I hope you learned something from me. I'm Ma'am Erin, and thank you for watching. Hope you learned something from it.